Hello, everyone, and welcome to Metro TV. I am your host, Andy Hoig, publisher and CEO of Metro Magazine. Great show today, talking with Karen Sokoloff-Javich. She has a CD release party coming up here in a couple weeks, and also talking to Lutheran Family Services and the folks from Methodist Health System, Omaha Fashion Week. They've got their big Survivors show coming up as well. So don't go away. We will be right back. Well, thank you for joining us and welcome back. I'm here with Ruth Henneman. She is the VP of Development for Lutheran Family Services of Nebraska. Ruth, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for the opportunity. We're really thrilled to be here today.
I know, and there's so many things, exciting things happening at Lutheran Family Services. So let's just talk about the organization, in general. So 125 years last year, correct?
Actually, 127 years. This is the 127th year.
What the heck? Okay.
Yes, it's going fast.
It's like I just remember being at the 125th anniversary. So 2019, 127 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so let's talk about the organization. What the mission, the purpose, your programs, a little bit of everything.
You bet. We're strictly a Nebraska organization, so our board of directors is only Nebraskans right now. We started as 2 orphanages, so there was some Lutherans and a Lutheran pastor in Omaha who started an orphanage, the founders of Emmanuel Hospital System, Emmanuel Communities. And then in Fremont, there was a Lutheran pastor in a church there that opened an orphanage as well. So that was our beginnings. And we've been serving children for 127 years.
Wow.
Still doing adoptions. The orphanage have closed, but still doing adoption, foster care, early intervention and prevention programs, mental health for children, going into schools, just a wide range of services for children and parents. And then also, we also serve new populations. So refugees, immigrants, asylees, anybody not born in the U.S., we have a lot of services for that, refugee resettlement, but also case management, really wrapping around services for new neighbors and providing welcome to them so they can, be comfortable in their new home and safe and just the acculturation. And then the third area that we do a lot of outpatient mental health. A lot of that.
Really important.
All the way from, 7 counties and close to Council Bluffs, where we do have an office in Council Bluffs, and we provide mental health therapies there for children that have been sexually abused. And then we go all the way out to North Platte. We have an office in North Platte. So a lot of mental health services, a lot of low income receive services from Lutheran Family Services.
Do you still have your store? Do you have a store?
Yes, we actually have stores in our 3 centers for healthy families.
Okay.
They're called boutiques. They're called Building Family Boutiques. So we have 3 centers for healthy families. And so one's in Council Bluffs, one is in North Omaha at 30th and Lake, and then one is in Fremont. And they're called boutiques. And so everything in the store is for children under the age of 5, and it's the purpose of one of the reasons why we have Rally for Kids coming up is to support that early intervention and prevention programs for pregnant mothers and families where you have a child under the age of 5, and they can use their points to buy things in the stores.
Right, because I remember doing a photo shoot there with, I think, Nancy Johnson, years ago. So we did a photo, because we did an article on her, and I know she's been very involved in what you do. So I just remember doing a photo shoot there, and we'll talk about Rally for Kids, but for the store, since we're on that topic, can people donate? I mean, can they donate items?
Absolutely, absolutely. Really what flies off the shelves are diapers and wipes. Frankly, if you don't have disposable diapers, you can't get a babysitter, you can't go to school. Cloth diapers, they will not accept that. So, and disposable diapers are really expensive. And so it can be an obstacle for people who are low income to be able to go to school or to be able to have your child in daycare so you can work.
Yeah.
So diapers, wipes, winter clothing. We really stock the stores, the boutiques, with seasonal items.
Okay.
Even like swimming suits for children in the
Yeah.
summer, so they can go to the city
Okay.
pool and go swimming. So those types of things. And you can have a baby shower.
Yeah.
Instead of, say you're having a baby or a birthday, you can have a baby shower there and have people bring diapers and wipes and winter
Wonderful.
clothing, socks, underwear, all those things for children under 5.
Yeah. All right, so Rally for Kids, let's talk about that, because is this the first year, second year?
It's the third year
It's the
that
third
we're
year?
having
Okay,
Rally for
all right.
Kids. There used to be something called Wicker and Wine.
I remember that,
And then there
yes.
was Fandango, and so we combined them because
Okay.
it's for all the children and families in Potawatomi County and also
Yes.
Omaha Metro. And these are all of our children. I mean,
Yeah.
these are all of our children, whether they live on the Iowa side or the Nebraska side. This is our community.
Right.
These are our children. So that's the purpose, is to really help parents to be healthy, to provide love and nurturing
Right.
for children, especially early childhood.
So Rally for Kids, the date is Thursday.
Yes, it is a Thursday night, February 28th. So the last day of February, come on down. It's from 6 to 9 at the
Where's it?
Embassy Suites, Old Market.
Okay.
Yeah, Embassy
Okay,
Suites
my
Old
gosh,
Market.
all right.
So it's kind of a new fun location
Yeah,
for us.
yeah.
And it's really going to be casual. You can wear your favorite sports team. You can come as a cheerleader, but most people just put on their favorite jersey and come. I'm sure we'll have Iowa State, University of Iowa. We'll have Husker,
Yeah.
Creighton fans, favorite Super Bowl, whatever. Just bring wear your favorite outfit and come on down. It's kind of a tailgate party, really
Okay.
fun and light. You don't have to dress fancy at all.
So casual dresses, if you want to dress in your favorite sports team, that's
Or
great. Cheerleader or a cheerleader,
Sure.
How much fun is that?
Yeah.
Especially when we're, 20 or 30 years out of that.
Absolutely.
And it starts at what time?
6 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's like a 3-hour. You just come down and it's like hors d'oeuvres and cocktails.
Absolutely. Tailgate party, tailgate food. There's a live auction and a
Okay.
silent auction. We've got some amazing items. We've got Dwayne Taylor. I don't know if you've ever heard of Dwayne Taylor, but he does a lot of the Husker PR at the
Okay.
Husker basketball games. He was also adopted, and so he is a
Okay.
great advocate for children and families. He's going to be our MC. And then we have the Salem Baptist Church Stepping Saints.
Okay.
And they actually did it last year. They're very vibrant,
Yeah.
high energy, so they'll be there providing some entertainment for us.
Great.
Amazing auction items, sushi dinners, the Dismal River Golf
Right.
outing where you can stay overnight and be
Yeah.
out there on that fabulous golf course. Just some fabulous items. The
Great.
Union Pacific Railroad car is
Wonderful.
really awesome.
And as we start to run out of time a little bit, I just want to make sure that we have a website that people can go get tickets at.
Absolutely. You can go to our website, LFSNEB.org.
Okay.
LFSNEB.org, or just Google Lutheran Family Services of Nebraska, and you can buy tickets there.
Okay. Wonderful. Ruth, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so excited about this event.
Thank you.
Just been very involved in what you guys have done for years and years, and just wishing much success. And
Thank
so
you.
everybody come to this event. It's going to be so awesome. And we will be right back. Well, welcome back. I'm here with Lori Fuchs, and she's a coordinator in her beauty, a specialty salon for cancer survivors at the Estabrook Cancer Center.
Yes.
So thank you for coming on the show with me today, Lori.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. One of the reasons, you do so much, but at our annual big event that we have every January, the Cancer Survivor Show, Omaha Fashion Week, which is a huge thing, and we're going to talk about that after we learn a little bit more about what you do. But that one best event, over 500?
Over 500,
Yeah.
yes.
Which was huge because
That
I've been
was
to it so many
awesome.
times, and it's such an amazing event. So again, We'll chat about that in a little bit.
Okay.
Because that show's coming up here in a couple weeks. But let's talk about the Inner Beauty program.
Okay.
What is that all about?
Well, Inner Beauty is it is a specialty center for cancer survivors. We see people from any healthcare system. They don't have to be a Methodist patient, but we are located in the Methodist Estabrook Cancer Center.
Okay.
And so we see people for mastectomy fittings. So we work with prosthesis. So people that have had breast cancer and have mastectomies and or lumpectomies, we deal with all those post-reconstruction. We help people with any symmetry issues. And then of course we do lots of wigs, head shaves, complimentary services are included in that. Our donors pay for their services. So when they come in, they don't have to worry about paying for their appointments. We do complimentary head shaves, which is really
that's a big thing.
It's very private.
In that process, that's like a big thing.
It is.
As you're going through that.
It's a private thing. You don't want to be in the public when you are going through those things. And so we're behind closed doors, and we just do one-on-ones with them. And so it's a real intimate setting and very peaceful and comforting for the patient.
Yeah, and it's really personal. And I'm sure it's just hugely emotional for every woman. That's going through that.
And yeah, every single person is different. We're in contact with over 3,000 people a year at Inner Beauty.
Wow.
And so you see every emotion under the sun. Some people come in and they drip joy just because that's
like
their
liberated. Yeah.
That's their personality,
Yeah.
and they're like, it's my hair and that's the way it is, and they just deal with it differently than other people.
Yeah.
Other people walk through the threshold of our door and they just break down, and and then usually they leave with a smile, and they feel really great about themselves. That's our goal.
I love that. So we talked about some of the services you provide for cancer survivors. So let's actually talk about Omaha Fashion Week, because the Cancer Survivors Show, that's been going on for quite a while now. Mm-hmm. And it's really, I think I emceed it one year, and I've been to it many years. It's so, I just love these women getting up on stage, and there's local boutiques that they're wearing clothes from, mm-hmm. and you can just see the confidence. There's something magical about that show, which doesn't surprise me why it was best over 500. But let's talk about that show, because it really is magical for not just the women on stage, but for everybody in the audience.
Yes, there's a great energy in the audience when they see their loved one walk out. It's just it's a celebration. It's really it's very liberating for these gals and guys and kids to walk down. It's kind of what I always tell people. It's kind of a silent testimony of and it's really empowering to each person. Yeah. But Omaha Fashion Week Cancer Survivors Style Show started in 8 years ago. This will be our 8th year. It's February 28th, which is a Thursday night, and it started with, I used to work with Nick Hudson, mm-hmm. and I worked with him for about a year. And when I created the program for Methodist, he's like, Lori, how can I partner with you? What can I do? And I said, what about a fashion show for cancer survivors, whether they're going through treatment, whether they're done with treatment, all sizes, all ages. And he said, let me talk to Brooke. And I met with Brooke, and that was it. So this is our 8th year. And we've grown from we started the first year with 40 models, and now last year we had 147, and we had 100. Oh my
goodness!
So we have grown a lot.
Yeah, and I'm glad I kind of put out there women, but you also emphasize this is men, this is kids.
Yes.
And so this is not just breast cancer. This is just cancer.
All cancers.
Yeah.
We have thyroid, we have bladder, we have a lot of head and neck, we have a lot of breast, ovarian, all female cancers. Yes, most of our kids, you'll find have, a lot of rare brain cancers and such. So I work with Children's Hospital, and the nurses there and the social worker there, and they help me recruit. And so we recruit every year, and we usually get new people. We have some people that come back every year. Yeah. They've just found that it's just been so life-changing, and so that's really great. And our boutiques are fabulous. We're always looking for new boutiques, and we pair them
Yeah.
with a boutique, and they get their hair and makeup done.
Yeah.
And with Zanon, we partner with Zanon Academy, and they help host us that day for hair and makeup. So it's a lot. It takes a village to put this on, and we have so many wonderful volunteers that just step up to the plate. Professional makeup artists and hairstylists, the students, and the boutiques, and oh my goodness, so many people.
Yeah, and I'll just emphasize too, because I've come to it, I've emceed it, I've been at it, and not necessarily knowing anybody in the show, you don't have to know somebody to come to this and just be so incredibly inspired and impacted, and you just walk away feeling like you've been a part of something truly magical. So how can people get tickets?
OmahaFashionWeek.com, and then you're going to go into the February 28th. You're going to go into the Methodist Zanon tickets, and then just click on tickets.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
they make it pretty easy.
It is, yeah, they do make it very easy. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And thank you for giving us the award for the best event over 500.
It wasn't me that gave it to you.
Well, I know it was votes.
It was the community.
It was votes, but that really
yeah.
blessed me. Oh my gosh, that just really was a kiss from heaven.
Yeah, it's an important event that just really inspires and changes lives, and also, like I said, show up, experience it, whether you know somebody or not, and you'll walk away truly inspired. So
yes,
thank you again.
Thank you.
All right, and we will be right back. Well, welcome back. I'm here with Karen Sokoloff-Javich. Thank you for joining me today, Karen. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Andy. Haven't seen you in a while.
I know, it's been a long time, and our paths have crossed. The close to 30 years that I've been doing the magazine and the publishing business. Our paths have crossed a lot.
Yes, they have. I follow you all the time.
But you've done so much for this community, and I just want to talk first about you and. Tell me about your history, and we'll dive into kind of the other questions. But who are you, Karen?
Well, good question. No, I think it comes from my mom and dad, Ruth and Phil Sokoloff.
Yeah.
Both lived in Omaha, grew up, and they did a lot of things for the community. And I think in my heart, I followed them. My mom taught visually impaired kids, and that's what I ended up doing. And then after I had kids, I went into music. But I want to give back with my music. I want to raise money for people through my music.
Yeah.
And I think I got my musical ability or whatever from my dad and my mom, so I handed over from them. And I'm just glad I can do this. I thank Chuck Pennington for all that he's done for us. But I think I'm a good person, and I want to give. Okay.
Absolutely. And the nonprofit, or is there a specific nonprofit that you're associated with you founded the nonprofit?
No, not really. I just try and give to nonprofits in Omaha through.
Especially ones that kind of have a passion with your heart. So.
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
right.
so one of the reasons, and you're doing some really new and exciting things. You have a Nebraska Celebrities Sing for Sight, and it's the 15th album. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay, the album, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. Some of the songs I recorded a while ago, and I got to know these fabulous people. John Beasley's on it, he sings one of my songs. Eric Crouch, wonderful, sings one of my songs. Tiffany White Welchin. I can go on and on. Let's see, Mike Kelly.
Go on and on. Yes,
yeah,
go on
Mike
and on.
Kelly is a new one that sings one of my songs from one of my musicals. And Elaine Jabenis and Dick Boyd, they recorded a while ago, but I had to include their song.
Yeah.
It's turning to December. And then what was really nice, Billy McGuigan, he gave me a song to put on the album.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah.
Because it's for all the proceeds, everything earned from the CD will go to Nebraska Foundation for Visually Impaired Children.
Okay, and I think that's...
And you're right,
well,
that's
when I
my
did
nonprofit.
ask about the nonprofit, I just thought that was the one that I know you've...
You're right, it's close to my heart.
It's close to your heart. Yeah. And so this is your 15th album.
Yeah.
I mean, When was the first one? How long ago was that?
You know, it's funny, it was Princess Diana, and it
Okay,
was
I
for
remember.
West Side High School. I did
Okay.
one for West Side.
Okay.
And then, yes, always with Chuck Pennington, because my album's dedicated
Yeah.
to Chuck. Unfortunately, we lost him
Yeah.
in November. And if it weren't for Chuck, I don't think I would have done much musically, but he was...
Well, talk about that. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit. And why is that? So
he
what's
was-
the story behind that?
Yeah, he was so inspirational. I mean, I would go to him, I would play him one of my songs, whatever it was, he just loved it. And then we'd go to the recording studio. He would play the piano, he would get, you know, a trumpet player, guitar player. He orchestrated everything, and he would make my song sound better and more beautiful. And he was so positive about, you know, my musicals, everything that I did. He's a big loss in the Omaha community.
Yeah.
From intergenerational orchestra that he started,
Yeah.
and Mannheim Steamroller. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah, he has such a legacy in the
He
community.
did, and I just thank you, Chuck, for all that you did for
Yeah.
me personally, and he touched thousands of lives. You know?
Right. He did. I
He
mean,
did.
He had his footprint in so many different areas.
So many things, and what a brilliant musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say to him, Chuck, I can't believe how talented you are. No, he's humble, no big deal, you know.
Yeah. So, what does Sing for Sight mean? That's a question.
Well, because they're singing for visually impaired
Okay.
kids.
And let's talk about that nonprofit a little bit. Who did you
Who
found
founded it?
Yeah.
Actually, my mom did.
Okay.
In the 50s with Bernice.
Wow,
Isn't that neat?
okay.
With Bernice Wilson.
Yeah.
They started the kids at J.P. Lord School.
Okay.
The room for preschoolers, and that's when they founded it. So it's been way over 50 years. We have a Christmas party.
Yep.
Every
Yeah,
December.
I'm familiar with that.
Right. Where over 100 visually impaired kids come and shop,
Yeah.
and they're paired up with a high school person. They just love it. And my mom started that. So and then my
Okay.
dad continued, and then now
Yeah.
I'm continuing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm familiar with the nonprofit. We've worked together and we've covered that event before. But just wonderful that you're continuing that on because it's so important.
Definitely. These kids look forward to this every year. They get a certain amount of money, and it's not to buy gifts for themselves. They're independent. They're writing lists, and because they're shopping for their parents, their siblings, and then they come back and wrap them, and we have a pizza party and meet Santa, and it's just wonderful.
I love it. And even though we're 2 months or so after the holiday season, but I know this is a year-round organization.
Absolutely.
And how could people get involved?
Well,
in this?
just look up NFVIC.
Okay.
And go to our website. You can donate, because all the proceeds to my CD release party, which is February 23rd,
Yeah.
will go to that organization.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
just look it up. These kids are wonderful. We provide books and tape things for them in school because they're all mainstreamed, which is great. That's
Yeah.
our goal, to have them mainstream.
Yeah. So let's talk about the release party.
Okay.
When is it? What is it?
It's a week from Saturday. Well,
Okay.
it's, sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
That's okay.
It's
The date?
Saturday, February 23rd,
Okay, the 23rd. Okay.
2 o'clock in the afternoon at Warehouse Recording Studio, 44th and Farnham.
Okay.
Because I always record everything there, and Tom Ware is just wonderful
Yeah.
as far as an engineer, and it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have 8 singers. Some of them are on the album, some of them aren't on the album.
Yeah.
And you can bring kids. We'll have
Okay.
refreshments, and I'll have all my CDs there, but especially, the new one.
Yeah. So people, does it cost to come? I mean,
No, I didn't want to charge to come, and if you want to donate, any CD you purchase will go
Okay.
to the foundation, and if you want to donate, you can donate. But I didn't want
Okay.
to charge anybody to come
Yeah.
in. Because,
I mean, it's a celebration.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It is a celebration. And I'm talking somewhat about Chuck, too, and it's a celebration of Chuck.
So it starts at 2?
It starts at 2.
And then-
Be about an hour, I
Okay.
would think. And I'm going to show the video that I made for Chuck,
Yeah.
the YouTube video. And but it'll be fun, and I hope everyone can come.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for what you're doing in the community, for recognizing Chuck, for helping these kids, for bringing all these wonderful people, you know, into your sphere and allowing them to contribute.
That's
to,
what's fun, Andy. Getting to know all the singers, all the people in Omaha that,
Yeah.
and they want to help, they want to contribute.
Yeah. And it's going to be fun to hear everybody's voice.
Yes, it is.
Some of them that we probably haven't heard before.
That's true.
So that's going to be great. We talked about this. I'm just going to backtrack. These are original songs or?
Yes,
Okay.
they're all songs that I've written, except for Billy McGuigan's
Okay.
song.
So he wrote, yeah.
He
I'm
wrote
g-
that one, and
yeah.
he gave it to me because, you know, doing this for the visually
Yeah.
impaired, he was more than happy. He won't be there that day, but, you know, Mike Kelly will be there. We're
Yeah.
going to have a lot of great people there
Good.
singing.
Where do you get the inspiration for your music, for the words to come through
Yeah,
as you
I
write,
don't
as
know.
you put them down? I mean,
You know, it just comes to you. Chuck and I would always say it's the muse. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just comes any time of the day. The melody or the lyrics can come. I record them into a recorder, or if I'm by a piano, I can, you
Yeah.
know, sing. Anytime, any day. And I'm so glad I can express myself that way.
well, because it's,
No.
you know, as you kind of maybe express yourself through a song, I mean, I maybe express myself through the written
I know.
word.
See, that's how you do it. Uh-huh.
And so it's just interesting, but that's the joy of being alive, is being able to express,
Isn't it?
that
Yeah.
whatever that inspiration that's
I
coming
know.
through
And
us.
aren't you thankful that you have that? I'm just
Yes,
I
I
know.
am.
I'm thankful.
I am.
Yeah. It's-
So is there a website? How can people find
Yeah.
out more about the release party?
You can, JMR Productions, 402-393-3893, or go to our website, jmrproductions.com.
Okay.
And, but February 23rd, 2
The
o'clock.
23rd,
Warehouse.
Saturday, 2 o'clock. You're going to be selling albums there.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be selling the CDs, which we have right here, which is awesome. And then, will you have past CDs there? Or
Yes,
what-
I
yeah,
will have
yeah.
all my CDs.
All
there.
your- all your-
In fact, the last CD I did with Chuck was last year, Baby Songs, because I'm a new grandmother.
Oh my God.
So
Well,
I had to write
congratulations.
Baby Songs.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for
you,
being on the
Andy.
show.
It's so good to see you.
And I will mark my calendar
All
for the
right.
23rd, 2
All right.
o'clock.
Sounds great.
And
Hope we
thank
can
you
be there.
again.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
good to
Andy.
see you.
Good to see you.
And thank you. We will be right back. Well, thank you for joining me today. Encourage you to go to spiritofomaha.com. Our new giving guide and event book is out. You can view it online at spiritofomaha.com. And also, don't forget to like us on Facebook, Metro Magazine, and we'll see you back here next week.